Hi friends, Prema here. So I wanted to record a short, hopefully, video that goes over my most favorite grounding practices. I want to cover 5 practices that I think are really helpful for anybody who are looking for ways to help themselves feel more grounded, particularly under stress or when getting emotionally triggered. It can be very, very helpful to have some practices in our back pocket that can help us feel more regulated and come more into a calm state of mind. So, and I also wanted to offer you practices that can be done anywhere. You're not going to have to be, doing any particular yoga poses or moving your body in any way. So these are things you can do in the classroom, in a work meeting, when you're having an intense discussion with your partner, ways for you to be able to resource yourself and come back into a more grounded present state. So the first practice, and this probably won't surprise you, is box breathing. Now, box breathing is when we have a pattern of breathing where we inhale, hold, exhale, and hold all to the same count. So it makes it look like a box. If you're just starting off with box breathing, often a 4 count can be really helpful. But you want to be able to move up to a 6 or an 8 count because if you get that far, then you're going to notice more of a physiological benefit. It'll have more of an impact on helping promote your parasympathetic nervous system response. But in a box breath, quite simply, we start where we inhale, say to the count of 4. So inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you want to exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you go back into inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Hold for 4. And I would say you'd want to do this for about 3 to 5 minutes to notice any real shift in your physiology. So that was my favorite grounding practice, number 1. Number 2 is called the 5-4-3-2-1 attention, I'll call it. Normally, when we're pretty stressed out or when we're emotionally triggered, our attention goes to what's happening on the inside of us. Our stomach might feel really tight or nauseous. Our chest might feel tight. We start to get a headache. We may notice a lot of racing thoughts or difficult feelings coming up. All of our attention goes in. So what we want to do is bring our attention to the outside world. It helps us reconnect to our environment through our senses. So this is called a 5-4-3-2-1 exercise because we're going to go through different senses. So first, 5. What are 5 things that I can see in my environment? So looking around, what are 5 things that you can see? And you want to name them out loud. So I can see the ceiling, I can see this table, I can see the chair back there, I can see this glass of water, and I can see a tissue box. Okay, so you'd want to name 5 things in your environment that you can see. Next, 4 is touch. What are 4 things that you can reach out and touch? So you can touch a cushion, you can touch a cup of tea, you can touch the wall, whatever it may be. So name 5, touch 4, then 3, we go to hearing. What are 3 things that I can hear right now in my environment? So for instance, I tune in and I'm listening and okay, I can hear a car going down the street. I can hear some voices down the hall and I can hear some birds outside. So you want to take a moment and tune, okay, what are 3 things I hear in my environment? Then 2 is what are 2 things that I can smell? So again, you might want to close your eyes and tune in and see what can I smell in my environment. And then the 1 is what is one thing I can taste? So maybe you take a sip of water and you notice the taste of the water in your mouth. So we're activating our senses, connect to the environment outside of us. So that's another one of my most favorite grounding practices. Number 3 is diaphragmatic breathing. So for this, it can be very helpful to put our hands on our belly so we can feel our belly. And when we engage our diaphragm to breathe, we are breathing a bit deeper and a bit slower than how we normally breathe. Most of us probably breathe up here in our chest. It's more of a stress breathing pattern, survival breathing pattern. When we slow it down, we put our hands on our belly and we engage our diaphragm with our inhale and exhale. that then activates the vagus nerve because the vagus nerve travels through our diaphragm. So by engaging it, we help activate the vagus nerve, which helps then activate the parasympathetic branch of our nervous system, which is more of our rest and digest branch. So you'd want to sit for about 3 to 5 minutes again, just focusing on letting your breath be deep and slow, feeling the rise and fall of your belly. I think also it's very nice to be able to notice the weight and the warmth of your hands, and taking that 3 to 5 minutes to engage the diaphragm, the vagus nerve, and the parasympathetic nervous system. My next most favorite practice is progressive muscle relaxation. So for this, you can be sitting or standing, and you want to slowly, and that's a key word, we're going to slowly tighten and then slowly relax a group of muscles. And we want to do both movements, the slow tightening for about 8 to 10 seconds, and then the slow relaxation for about 8 to 10 seconds. So it would look like this, for instance. You can tune in and focus on your feet first. So slowly starting to tighten, tighten, tighten the feet, and then feel what it's like to have them tight, and then slowly relaxing the feet, noticing what it's like to release those muscles. And then go to your thighs. No, I'm sorry, not your thighs, your calves. Calves are next. So slowly starting to tighten, tighten, tighten the calves, and then slowly start to release them. And again, you're really paying attention and noticing the sensations as you're tightening and releasing. And then we go into our thighs, our glutes and hamstrings. So slowly, slowly, slowly tightening them, and then releasing, really letting yourself feel the sensations of the releasing. And then we continue up from there. You can go to your hips, your pelvis, so pelvic floor and glutes, tightening, releasing, then belly, chest, throat, neck, even your face. You want to get your face in there, tighten, tighten, tighten your face. And then release, release, release. And the key is to do it slowly in, slowly out, and really let yourself feel what it's like to have that tightening and then that releasing happening. So let's see here. Box breathing was 1. The 5-4-3-2-1 exercise was 2. Diaphragmatic breathing. And then the tension and release. And then my fifth favorite grounding exercise to help me feel more calm and present is called 4-7-8 breathing. And what that means is that we inhale to a count of 4, and then we hold for 7, and then we slowly exhale, extend the exhale to a count of 8. You want your exhale to be about twice as long as your inhale. And then you go right back into an inhaling for a count of 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. And if you can make that exhale be twice as long as your inhale, that again will help engage the vagus nerve and help trigger a parasympathetic nervous system response. So try those exercises, and here's the key. It doesn't work so well just to do them when you're feeling triggered or when you're feeling stressed. The key is that these are practices, and how you'll really benefit the most from them is if you take some time each day to go ahead and practice them even when you're feeling calm, when you're feeling relaxed. Spend 3 to 5 minutes starting to practice them so your body can start to feel the impact. You start to kind of get it into your system. And you'll see that if you practice them regularly when you're not stressed out, that when you need them, when things get emotionally rough or challenging or stressful, that they're actually able to have a faster impact on your body and on your mind, helping you feel more calm, grounded, and connected. So those are my top suggestions for grounding practices. I hope you find 1 or 2 of them that resonate for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them below in the chat. These are just a great thing to have in your toolbox. Yeah. So thank you for listening, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.